Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On the option left, it's Hurts. On the carry, here's Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He'll try to do this himself. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88, 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf 46 yards. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
That's the score. Steelers 7, Eagles 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Another 3 and out.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Seattle. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And Lamar starts one game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Rolling out to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. Hey, 88.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
Get 300.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
26.
Throw here, 3rd down. On the move, headed right. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
58.
They'll go for it. Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
30. Jump out.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The Seahawks take over.
And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Play fake, Darnold. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football shy of the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
26.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. To throw, Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. All right, here we go. Second down. Now Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Hey, you block over here. Stay right. Take 30.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. He's still going at the 30. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Warren, quick on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
Inside, 319.
Now Rodgers on this third and short. Nabbed by Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
88, over 50. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300. 26.
First down throw here by Rodgers. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Rodgers thrown again on second. He's got it near the 10. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north. Screen agent.
Rodgers to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
To throw again here on second down. Rodgers. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Seahawks have it. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
We go side.
Give up the gut to Walker. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be third and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. And again, it's Darnold. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, 88, 58. Hey, 626.
Rodgers from the gun. It'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw is Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emenwari.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Walker on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Darnold off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And he's going to be touchdown blocked. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Five DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Kent on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Jump out! Hey, 88, inside.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Throwing again, Rodgers escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Now throw again, Rodgers to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Setting up to pass. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut it to a point late in this one. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender's recovering.
Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Here he is to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
258! Down ball!
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Here's the dump off to Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Rodgers to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40. Third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The kick is off the mark. No good. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
The mission objective now becomes supporting him after that miss, Kate. We're heading to overtime, and in that extra frame, you know there's a good chance he's going to be called on again to go out and try to win this game.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. You know, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Oh, big interception here. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. We all know you want that ball first in overtime, Brock. You get the chance to dictate how this period starts. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives the other team a chance to win it all right here.
Such a two-sided coin. Offensively can't happen. This cannot happen. But defensively, you know exactly what those defenders are saying to their buddies running on the field. Go do it. Go finish. Go finish that pick, end this game, and let's go celebrate.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Seattle. At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 52 blue. Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Ready. They stick with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Okay, ready to go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
On the sneak, it's Love. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Here we go.
Love throwing on 4th. Has his man. It stops. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Love now, off the play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
50, 18, 630.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. Now to be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. Man, the Steelers have a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Look at the 8. Teammate. Hey, take 26.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Wilson with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. First down throw. Here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to hit Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. So that brings up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Back to the air. Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
Sticking in the air. Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Love. Taking a shot deep here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down from the 42.
258. 26.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
50. 319. Hey, take 26. Yeah, this.
Rodgers from the gun. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the 20-yard line.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
18. Hey, 88.
Now ready for the first time with Jalen Warren. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you 258. Get 300. Jump out.
To throw, Rodgers. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
26. 318.
Fourth down now, Rodgers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Box it. 318.
Warren is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Wilson with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson with a return here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
50. Back north. Plant. Inside.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
makes it second
Gosh, you
and
could just
10
almost
at the
feel his
21
eyes
yard
up here,
line.
Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Hey, 88, done. Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
Rodgers throwing again on second. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long.
Get 300. Get 300.
Third and long for him here. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
58. This. 26.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back. Jalen Warren. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
58. 630. Back north. Inside.
Here he goes, third and long. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play in the field.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
88, 13 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. He beams one, deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
318, 630. Back north. Slip again.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
33, yellow.
Love with it on first down. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go, here we go. Eagles blue, red 38. Pause red. Ready, ready.
To the air with Love. Into traffic, complete. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 light blue. Set, go.
Love now off the play action. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Kate, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he's able to throw that ball right over their heads.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Packers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
Next one. Let it. 258.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's good for us.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, this. Zoom.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And with a nice game, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Offense to the line fast.
The tackle by Nate Hobbs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Go to 15, 18.
From the red zone now. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be taken down to the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
58.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal.
Take 30. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Ready. Yellow.
Play action. Love. Trying to push deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
It's fourth down.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
First down.
Once more, it's Love. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow. Red.
Sticking in the air. Love. Hits it through the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Packers first down.
Throwing again. Love. Hits his running back. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Loves to throw again. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Thrown on first down, Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
The Steelers take it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Now Mahomes.
First down, Kansas City.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught it to 21.
Receivers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, 88. Donovan. 16-18. Jump out. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Here with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Rodgers going to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
26. Team 18.
Now Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
In motion goes the tight end. Mahomes to throw once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 31 yards. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 14-yard line.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up.
Here's Rodgers. And it is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
Hey, take 26.
First down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. That's Warren. And out of bounds right around the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 7 from the 20.
Look at the end. Jump out.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Good toss to here over the middle. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Inside. Hey, 88. Get 300.
Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Yeah, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers wants to change the look. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And again, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Screen 19 up.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Steelers,
they're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
318, back north. Hey, 88, 80, hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38 now, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
318, get 300, get 300, go to 50.
Rodgers to throw once more. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point and tying up this ball game. Boswell's good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
20, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
26. Back north. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Green 18. Hey, 88. Green 18.
Rodgers again now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Go to 50. Hey, you green 18. Team Mike. Go to 50. 26. Yeah, this.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses when they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. That is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Jump out! No. Back north. Hey, 88, inside.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Get 300. Take 30.
One final try now for Rodgers. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.